it doesn't have a lot of power. I'm going to change the fluids. This filter's old, and I'm going to, first step, it's all operates off hydraulics. I'm going to take these two, there's two bolts here, one here and one behind it, 3/8. I'm going to run those out, take this guard off, and take the filter off, drain it. There is a vent screw on the top on the other side I'll have to take out and fill it back up with the reservoirs up here. With I'm using 15W50. I'm using 15W50, but it calls out for 20W50. Alright, I was incorrect. There's 3 bolts. One here, and one right here. Take those 3 bolts out, and then this guard will come off. It's already loose, and then that'll expose our filter. Alright, 3rd bolt. Take this cover off. Clean this mess out of here. Now we'll take this filter off, drain it into this pan. Try to run this filter off here. Might need a strap wrench. Yeah, or big channel locks. Alright, I got a little strap wrench on here. See if we can get it broke free. Bigger strap wrench. Damn. Starting to go. It's ridiculous. Filter should never be this tight. You can always use big channel locks. Alright, I'm going to try these giant channel locks. Hopefully that should do the trick. There we go. What the heck? It's moving. Just not a lot of room. That's ridiculous. You should never have a filter on that tight. This isn't the freaking space shuttle. There's our gear oil. So I'm going to let this drain out. I don't know why that... There's a rock stuck in there. I think that might have been a little bit of the issue. Growling at us. Alright, let that drain. Alright, then you want to clean your area up. Best you can. Where the gasket on the filter seats. Filter I'm putting on is a Hydro Gear commercial. Part number looks like, says oil gasket, so you're going to put some used oil on the gasket and then tighten 3/4 to 1 turn after gasket contacts the base. This looks like 278-49491-1770. This one says HG52114P oil filter. Try to show that. Or it's I don't know what number it is. There's also an M723590. I just gave them the part number. Part number is by the mower. If you ever need a part number for your machine, where the discharge is, if you go up under on the frame, that is where your part number and serial number are for your mower. at least on all Ferrises. So you'll need that when getting parts for your machine. So I'm going to put a little used oil on here, on the gasket, just thin. And then I'm going to run it on until it contacts, and then I do about a 1/2 to 3/4 turn. Alright, so we have contact, and then we want to do another 3/4 to 1 turn. I'm just going to put a little bit on with the strap wrench because my hands are slippery. Not much. Alright, top side here we have the left side reservoir, right side reservoir. That's where you can check your cold levels. I'm going to fill those up. It's going to take a lot of fluid. I'm going to fill it up and then we'll run it through, get the air out of it. And I don't know how many quarts this takes. I will have to find out. Alright, so I was looking for a vent because you have to let the trapped air get out of here. So I couldn't find it on other mowers. I've seen they're on the back inside. This I checked, but I couldn't find it. It's just the bolts that mount the case together. The vent is right there. So right on top, right above the axle. It's an Allen. I got to find out what size, and I'm going to get that out. Alright, so I got that Allen on there. Let me see what size it is. 1/4 inch Allen. I reach up under the back here and you can get right on it. Not a lot of room when it's in there, but yep, I just reach up under over the top. 1/4 inch Allen with an O-ring. Either replace it or check it at least. Use something synthetic. I have this Vanguard synthetic performance engine oil. It's 15W50. They recommend 20. This will work. They didn't have any 20. This was at the mower dealership. I definitely look like I got at least 3 quarts out of there, so I'm gonna keep putting it in here for a bit. All right, once you take that vent plug out, put your oil in. It should come out that up to that vent hole, and that's when you'll know you're full. And then top off your reservoir, and I'm going to leave it open and run it to let it push the air out the vent before I put that plug back in. I'll get right back and let you know how much oil we put in it. 2 quarts is what you want to put in the Transaxle on these machines. It is, kind of the light please, it's currently coming out of the plug, the vent plug there. So I'm just letting that run out. I'm going to start it up and run it, let it run a little bit, work any air out of it, and then I'll put the plug in, and then I'll top off the reservoir to the full cold line. It's the bottom line. I got my bicycle helmet strapped in the seat to activate the pressure switch and weight switch. I'm going to fire it up, let it run. Maybe, maybe not. Probably because of this lever. Let's see if it's still nothing. Parking brake. Okay, let it run. It's sucked down in. So that lowered the level. I'm going to run it through now. Turn the parking brake off. Okay, and I'm gonna run it through. Try to work the air out of it. Alright, no leaks on the filter. I put the 3 bolts back in just snug. It's just plastic. Don't crank down on it. put the plug back in, made it snug, the vent plug, and now I'm just going to top off the oil in the reservoir to the full line, full cold. So it's pretty low in the reservoir. And then so two quarts of oil in the Transaxle, and just a little bit of a third quart to top off the reservoir. I know the book,